Hi guys, it's Yumimi and today I am going to show you how to build this cozy aesthetic kitchen in Minecraft using some of my favorite CIT resource packs. As always, everything you need is going to be in the description, so check that out and let's get building. And I am starting off with placing an oven which is from Maeflower's CIT, and later on I am going to move it one block left, so you can go ahead and do that already. After I placed all of the dripstone blocks, I went ahead and placed 2 barrier blocks in the spot where my fridge is going to be. This will allow me to place a plant on top of the fridge later on. However, if you are playing on survival and don't want to use commands for that matter, you can use any other block. I also recommend slabs or trapdoors. And as you can see, I am going to put the name of every CIT item that I use so that it's easier for you to follow and rename your items accordingly. So every CIT resource pack comes with a catalog, right? And there you can find all of the information about the placement of each item. Now for beginners, this step might seem a little bit difficult, but don't worry. So first I am placing an item frame on the floor in front of the sink, and this is where I'm going to place the towel rack. And next up, I am placing an item frame at the front of the stone slab to place the towel. Next up, I placed some windows to make the kitchen look more light and cozy. Later on, I am going to connect the 2 windows on the right to make a bigger 2x3 window, so you can go ahead and do that already. But of course, nothing has to be exactly like in this tutorial. This is just to show you an idea of how your Minecraft kitchen could look like, and obviously I am using CIT resource packs, so it is not super accessible when you are playing survival. However, there are resources to actually hide name tags while you're playing, which is going to be super useful. I'm going to also link this down below in the description. If you're not familiar with CIT resource packs and would like to know how to install them, how they work, etc., I got you covered. This is the video that I made, and it's an in-depth guide on CIT resource packs. So yeah, I am just placing plants all over the place to make it more cozy and welcoming, and to just add a little bit of greenery to our kitchen. And these fairy lights from Mizuno are literally a must-have. Every single time I am building something, I end up using them in one way or another. So definitely this is the #1 item that will make your kitchen or any other house room extra cozy and cute. And now I am just simply stuffing the place with lots of clutter items that will actually make the kitchen look much more realistic. And for that, I am using different painting decor items from Mizuno CIT. Later on, I ended up moving these painting decor items around a little bit, so do not feel attached to where exactly I placed them right now, because it might change, so yeah, sorry about that. But if you know me, you already know that I'm a perfectionist, so that is why. And as you can see, the more clutter items I am adding, the more lively and realistic the kitchen starts to look. And yeah, I switched places of the knives and the cups, and yeah, I think the clutter items for now are done. And now let's add more plants, and for that I will need some more barrier blocks to act as my ceiling, because I don't have one, as you can already tell, but I do recommend you to use glass as a ceiling, because it is just going to allow more light in, and this is going to allow you to maintain the same atmosphere as you can see on the screen right now. If you use any other block as a ceiling, it is not going to look as light and breezy as it does right now. I placed down some spruce trapdoors to create a dining table, and the placement here is key because you have to place the trapdoors so that you can still place an item frame on top of the trapdoors. And the easiest way to do it is to use a temporary block that you're going to place, and then you're going to place your trapdoor on the same height as the block. It's time for some stools and chairs, and I am also going to decorate the table with some tablecloth, and it's actually starting to look very pretty. I gotta admit, I really do love this palette. The white, the orange, and the green, it just starts to come together. I especially think that orange and green is such a good combo. You cannot really go wrong with it. We are officially halfway through, so I am just going to do some finishing touches with the countertops, and yeah, soon we are going to decorate everything with foodies, which I'm super excited about, as always. And I am going to start with placing a loaf of bread. However, I am actually not going to end up using it. But I thought I will leave it here because someone might actually like this CIT model and maybe they would like to use it. So there you go. Yep, as you can see, I replaced the loaf of bread with a tray full of fresh cookies. I just felt like the tray gave a little bit more contrast, which is always pleasing to the eye, so I decided to stick with it. And in general, these little splashes of darker colors are going to make everything look much more balanced. And this part is going to be tricky again because it's going to involve a little trapdoor action. So you're going to have to do the same thing with the oven as we did with the dining table before. So the trapdoor has to be at the level where you can still place an item frame on top of the trapdoor to place a teapot on top of it. Also, I keep calling it an oven because this is the name in the catalog, but actually I'm pretty sure it's a stove. Now, if anybody knows what this thing that I'm building right now is called in English, please do let me know. I've been looking everywhere and I couldn't find the right name for it. So anyway, I think it turned out really nice, but it might be a little bit cramped if you are going to go with the regular ceiling, like I said before. If you are, however, going to use the glass ceiling, I think it's going to be just perfect. And once again, we are going to use a trapdoor to be able to place an item on top of it so that our shelf is going to look a little bit less empty. And this last part is very intuitive. I am just going over the top with the plants and adding some more leaves later on. So do let me know if you'd like to see more room decoration on my channel. And if you have any questions or troubles with CITs, I do have a Discord where you can ask questions, and we've got such a great community and I'd be so happy if you joined us. With that said, I am going to let you enjoy the rest of the video. Okay guys, we are almost finished, and I just wanted to quickly mention that this world file is going to be available for all of my Patreons, so if that's something you'd be interested in, you can go ahead and check out my Patreon page. And I just wanted to thank all of my Patreons for the tremendous support, because I have become a full-time YouTuber right now and I am still not monetized yet. So Patreons, thank you so much for supporting my dream career, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.